All right, in this problem, we are being asked to find two different angles. We're being asked to find BCD, so we need this angle. And then we also need DCA, so this angle in here. All right, so we're going to use law of sines. I'm going to just work with this outside larger triangle. So if I take the sine of angle B, that's this one here, all over its opposite side, so that would be over 32. That's the same as angle A, sine of angle A, which is 30, over its opposite side, which is 25. Right, so we go across, and its opposite side would be 25. Okay, so we can solve this. If we multiply both sides by 32, we would get sine of 30 over 25 times 32, and then we would find the arc sine of that, and that gives us that B is approximately 39.8. Okay, and in this problem we have an isosceles triangle because both of these side lengths are the same. And in an isosceles triangle, those corresponding angles are the same. So then that lets us know that this angle BCD, we have a triangle here, and all the sum of angles in that triangle should add up to 180. So we'll take 180 minus 39.8 minus the other base angle, and that gives us that that angle is 104 degrees approximately. All right, next let's look at trying to find angle DCA, and so we'll look at this triangle here. Well, let's see, I know that this is a supplementary angle with my 39.8, so I can find that one using supplementary angles, that angle would be approximately, let's see, minus 39.8, that would be 140.2. 140.2, sorry, this is getting a little small. Okay, and so then that tells me this angle here that I'm looking for, I have the sum of angles in that green triangle would be 180, and so then if we subtract what we've got, the 30 and the 140.2, that'll give us the missing angle. So we would get 180 minus 30 minus 140.2, and that gives us 9.8 degrees. Okay, now the first time I did this, I did it a slightly different way, and I didn't get the right answer. So let me just show you what can happen. This is actually an example of the ambiguous case for sine. If I have an angle sine, or sorry, I'm saying sine, but that angle itself is just 30. And I know that this is 25 and this is 32. Well, if I was just only looking at that triangle there, and if I was trying to figure out using the law of sines this missing angle, which I'll call D, this is C, this is A. So I'm just looking at that green triangle. Well, the problem is that when your calculator is finding this, it's actually coming up with this other possible angle. Let's see if I can draw this kind of well. Oh. Okay, that's 32, this is 25. You see how if I have a 30-degree angle, the leg can swing either out or it could swing in. So I wasn't given how much this was worth, angle C, and so this is an example where we actually don't know. And when you're doing, if you had done this, if you were trying to figure out this angle, we'll just call that D. If you had done, that was actually CDA. So if you tried that, CDA all over its opposite sine would be the same as sine of 30 over its opposite sine 25. Okay, and then when we're solving that, multiplying both sides by 20 or 32. Then we get angle of CDA is equal to the arc sine of this. And what you're going to get is the wrong amount. Okay, you're going to actually get this angle B that we just did above. Okay, because your calculator is always going to give you the acute angle. So it's going to pop out 39.8. Okay, so I mean, you can, knowing that, okay, that's an example of the ambiguous case. This is what it gave you, 39.8. And then this would be a supplementary angle. So what we needed is the 140.2. Okay, so anyway, if you're getting an angle that just doesn't make any sense, this cannot be an acute angle, right? There's just no way to draw that correctly. And so then you want to just go with, you just know, okay, sometimes law of sines is thinking about a different angle. Okay, so that one was a little bit confusing.